Okay, so I wrote down three parts of this Dark Necessities. I'm going to make a video. I probably will make more than one. Your grandparents are actually on the way here to pick up your sisters and then you. And I want to send these tabs with you. So I'm going to get as much done as I can here. But then I'll probably make a second video if I don't finish. Okay, so part one is the intro. And if you look at that sheet, it says do this 4 times. So basically you're going to play what's on that sheet 4 times. I wrote out the notes. It's just a long string of 16th notes, as you can see. And then in the tab, I only put the number once because it's the same number for each measure. So I didn't want to write a bunch of 16s and a bunch of 13s and a bunch of 15s and so on. But I'm going to play it with a pick. You're probably going to play it with your 2 fingers like this because that's how you like to play. But it's very simple. I'm just coming up here to the 16th fret on the low E. And so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 15th fret on the A, 13th fret on the A, and then you'll just do that 3 more times. Okay, so for the intro, you'll do that entire thing 4 times. The thing that I would say to watch, and obviously they do it quite a bit faster than I just did, when you're playing with your 2 fingers on your right hand, it's really good to practice that slowly because the tendency, if you don't practice it slowly, is for that to be uneven. So there I did it with my fingers. And a lot of times when people speed that up, it becomes, those 16th notes become sort of uneven. So don't be in a hurry. Really think about playing it evenly. And if you do happen to have a metronome, if you don't, you should get one because this is a good thing to practice with a metronome, you know, just starting it at a slower speed and gradually speeding it up. And really making sure that you keep those even. Okay? So that's the intro. Pretty simple and straightforward. Okay? Then after the intro, it goes into that second sheet that I've sent to you where it says A, B, A, B. So you can see section A, and then you can see there's section B. So basically what you'll do is you'll play section A, then you'll play section A again, then you'll play section B, go back and play section A again, and then section B. And then after that, we go into the next section, which is the 3rd section that I've tabbed out. Okay, so let's talk about this. So if you look at the music, you'll see that there's really not a lot of notes in each measure. But the thing about playing this is if you look down at the tab where it has all of those SS and SPS, you actually want to play those, but they're not notes. The SS is just going to be you're just slapping the string, but it's dead. And that SPS there after that number 5 will be the same thing. It'll just be slap, pull, slap. Okay? I'm going to try to get on my right hand here. I don't know if I can do that or not. But anyway, you know, so you'd be going bop, bop. You just be going bop, bop on those SS. And then for the SPS, it'll just be slap and then a pick. And then a slap, slap, pop, slap, slap, pop, slap. But all you're hearing is the percussive sound. You're not really hearing a note. Slap, pop, slap. and then when it's slap, slap, you just hear the percussive note once again. So when you're playing that, you have the first note, which is the 3rd fret of the A string, but then after that 3rd fret of the A string here, then you have just 2 slaps, like that. So it's and then you have the pop on the 5, and then you have a slap, pop, slap. Just all you want to hear is a percussive sound. Okay? And then you have the 3rd fret, which is a pop, and then you have a slap with your thumb, and then you have the 5th note, which is a pop, and then you have a slap, pop, and then you have the 3rd fret of the low E. Okay, so I'm just going to play that first measure, and if you understand the first measure, then you just really carry that idea through all of the other measures. So the first measure, I'm going to play a few times. Okay, see how that went? Play that note. Anyway, I think you get the idea. And then we get to the second measure. It'll be basically the same rhythm. We have a note, the 4th fret, then we have 2 slaps, then we have a pop, then we have the 3rd fret, and then we have a slap, and we have a pop, then we have 2 slaps, and then that 1st fret. So that second measure, and those slaps and pops where you're not actually playing a note are super important. They really drive the song, especially when he plays it the first time where it's basically just bass. It's really important. And when you're playing those slaps and pops with the left hand, see, I'm just doing that. I'm going from my thumb to my first finger. That's all you want to hear. Okay, so I'll go through the first and second measure now. Okay? Played a wrong note there. But the idea, you just need to understand that concept. So the timing is written in the notated section, and then in the tab you can see where you would have those pops. Wherever you have those X's, that's where you'd have those pops. Okay? So I'm going to go to the 3rd line. So we have the low F note, then we have 2 slaps, then a pop, and a slap, and a pop, and a slap, and a pop, and a slap, and a pop. Okay? So we have then up to the 4th fret there. I'll play that beginning of that, well, I'm calling it the 3rd line. Is it the, yeah, it's the 3rd line, starting there on the F, low F, 1st fret, low E string. Okay? I'm going to play from the whole thing from the beginning. I may mess it up a little bit because I haven't really practiced it. but it'll give you the idea. I'm going to play it slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that wasn't perfect, but it'll give you the idea. I'm going to actually go ahead and play it again to give you something to practice along with. I may miss some of the pops, like I said, because I haven't practiced it, but you're the one who's going to practice it and perfect all those slaps and pops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that one was pretty correct. So hopefully that gives you a good idea what's going on there. Now, after we do that, we go into part C, which is the next sheet. This is almost all octaves. I'm glad when we first started talking about the bass, you and I, one of the things I kind of directed you to was playing octaves. This entire section is almost all octaves, where he's not playing single notes on a single string. It's pretty well all octaves, starting up here on the 11th fret of the A string, going to the 13th fret of the G string. Okay? So we have goes back to part A. I did make a mistake in there. The main thing you want to pay attention to is I didn't get time to write out the notation part on this, but the rhythm for every measure is pretty well the same. So the rhythm is da 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 da. Okay, I'll play that first measure. So on and so forth. I'll try to play the whole thing again to give you something to play along with. About 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to the section A. So this part here he's playing with his fingers, you know, do, 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 da. And so then after you play those last 4 notes, then you got to get back into your, right. So on and so forth. Okay, so I think that gives you a pretty good idea of what's going on. I'm going to stick these pieces of paper in a envelope for you, and that'll give you something to work on, and I will go ahead and work on the rest of the song. Let me know through email or Marco Polo if you have any questions, and we'll go ahead and answer them for you. Okie dokie. Enjoy. Bye-bye.